Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for a weekly angel reading for November 17th through the 23rd, 2014. So let's take a moment to take a deep breath, and the angels are already showing me a book, a very large book, open on a table, and a plant, like a some kind of fruit plant that has been potted, sitting on top of that table. So the information that's coming through, and this is kind of new for me, but this is symbol, but what it feels like is, as it's showing me the third eye, that there will be some kind of awakening in terms of the information. There's going to be some kind of, getting a dollar sign here. So this has to do with the money or your finances multiplying in some way, or the fruit of your labors starting to materialize. And as it's showing me my symbol also for manifestation. So uh, let's be very prepared and open for that coming about in this week. So what I'm sensing is that you're looking out, and they're showing me like I feel like I'm looking out over a balcony, and they wrote the number 5. So that you're going to start to see changes, and they're confirming this. You're going to start to see changes. And what I get a sense, because they're showing me a tree, which is my symbol for awareness and consciousness, that it's your consciousness that's going to be influencing this change. So there's going to be a conscious shift in this week that's actually going to shift the way you see your world. Okay, you're going to be standing out on that balcony, and it's like you're seeing the change that you will experience will be that of how you see where you, okay, so this is literally what it is. You'll start to see and recognize the opportunities. When you look at the world now, you'll look at it through a lens of opportunity, not so much lack. So be prepared for, I'm hearing the word like, for this boost or this amplification in your consciousness and in your awareness. So what you really want to do is you really want to remain centered and connected, especially as these changes are coming about. And I'm repeatedly seeing the word God written. So, and within a pyramid, and now I'm seeing the third eye. And so, it makes me think of the symbol on the back of the bill, the dollar bill. So, so I'm really getting a strong sense about, financial opportunities manifesting for you, opening up for you. So, and really trust God. I mean, I'm kind of hearing in God we trust. So literally let this be. Trust God. Trust that God is, and trust in the source, and God as your source of finance, of financial winnings. Okay, words are kind of like creeping into my mouth and tripping me up. So they're kind of placing words in my mouth. So excuse me but I have to adjust here. So yeah, so it's very interesting. So this what we're kind of experiencing in this week, and I'm seeing an evergreen or something that reminds me of a Christmas tree. So, and they're showing me angel wings. Wow, and this tree growing out of the angel wings. So if you have some concerns about Christmas or the holidays, uh, the angels want you to know whatever your concerns, and I'm getting that it's not just about finances, but it may also be about some other things that you may be worried about. And they're kind of talking about this ahead of the holidays. But if there's something that you're concerned about, just know that I get a feeling that things are going to be different this year, and that you really need to know that your angels are supporting you. They want you to know that you're an angel, and they want you to just really, yeah, and they're saying yes, they want you to really talk to the angels. So this holiday season, anything that you're concerned about, ask your angels for help. And I feel that this Christmas tree is that your wishes are going to be granted sooner. It's going to feel like you're getting Christmas a whole month earlier. And so for the Thanksgiving season, start practicing talking to God, as he's writing his name again. Talk to God and ask God, pray to God, tell God what you need. Okay? And don't talk to him like he's this distant, father that you're afraid of and you're not quite sure if you've been, naughty and nice, that kind of thing. Now, he's saying, he wrote the word literally easy. He's saying if you ask him, it's real easy. It's so easy to talk to him. Be at ease when you talk to him. Just ask him, just like, I want to say man to man, um, but you get what I mean by that. I mean, just treat him like a brother, treat him like a sister, treat him like, treat him like yourself. Um, or if you have a very loving image of someone, okay, mother or father, because he's all of those things, okay? He's not a particular sex, gender. So just conjure whatever image of someone that you are very comfortable with, and this could be like your spouse. This could be a really good friend, and what he's saying is because he is omnipresent, and we each one of us is an extension of source. So we are all God embodied. And so if you can pull up someone that you really trust and that always has your back and will always support you, and you get along beautifully, then use this person in your mind as the image of God, so that what he wants you to, why he's telling you to do this is because he wants you to get rid of that negative, that vibration of resistance that you have created with God, so that when you ask, you really don't believe you're going to get it because you just don't think you've been great enough. And he wants you to choose the image of someone that you feel sees you unconditionally already, and use them to represent him, so that when you speak and ask, like that person would do it for you in a heartbeat. And that's the kind of sensation, or the kind of experience he wants you to have, because that vibration then will actually literally ignite the prayer to be answered immediately for you. So he's just telling me he just wants you to get rid of any of those vulnerabilities or anything that makes you feel uncomfortable about God, and use this as an exercise. And he says, I want this to be gone. I want this out of our relationship. I want you to find a whole new interaction with me, a whole new representation of me, a whole different symbol of me, because he doesn't want you to be delayed by these illusions, this feeling of, like he's spying on you or something, or shame. He wants to get rid of all that. He wants you to now move into that pure intention, connection, spiritual reality, as he's just showing me the third eye here. So this is really powerful, and lots to say. I know we normally do a meditation when we start, but I'm trusting that the energy has already taken you into that place of ease and comfort, and we're trusting God once again here as he's kind of guiding our session today. So let's take a look at the cards from the archangels. Whoops. And see what message Okay, so this is the we haven't had this card in a number of years at least, and this is the Archangel Metatron, and it's the chakra clearing card. So this makes perfect sense, right? Clearing the air, clearing the slate. Okay, which is what the message that God just gave us to clear the slate. So the um, so you could I feel like more than about balancing the chakras or clearing your chakras, that God is really wanting to clear the energy, clear the air between you and what you believe he, she, it is, what source is. And so you can work with Archangel Metatron to and call upon him to clear and open your chakras, as the card says, using his sacred geometric shapes. And since I'm seeing the pyramid, okay, and if you would invite Archangel Metatron, now I know he uses different kinds, but this is the one I'm seeing with the third eye and sort of hovering in the center towards the top, very large, representing God. And so I want you to imagine that you're walking into a temple, the pyramid temple, and there the divine eye of God is present. And allow yourself to feel that vibration of this pyramid. And the pyramids represent to me powerful manifestation and healing. They represent abundance. So, and I'm just getting a sense about the elemental kingdom, the fairies. So, when you go in, allow yourself to see the fairies standing outside, and that they're just clearing your energy as you each step you walk towards the pyramid. And at the gates of the pyramid, the angels are standing there along with the archangels. And then allow them to just welcome you in and just meld right into the pyramid. And when you go inside, have an intention of asking for healing, asking for to be aligned. Okay, so just simply ask to be transported to that place of alignment, so that you become aware of this alignment, and to clear your energy so that what's left for you is that you're in complete alignment with everything that is needed that for you. Okay, and just sit there for a moment. All right, so we're going to ask you just to stay in the pyramid as we continue the reading, and trust that the angels will clear any blocks that is needed for you in order for you to know and experience and feel the alignment and become familiar with that signature, so you can go back here even after the recording. Okay, so let's take a look at the card for the beginning of the week. So they kind of put the meditation. Okay, so there it is. All right, so let's take a look at the beginning of the week. Okay, and this is a really great card to start off with, as we were just talking about relationships. And so, and what I'm kind of getting is that this card is coming up again from God, because he really wants you to have a different relationship, a very positive relationship. And as the card says, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, and then it says the positive resolution of a conflict. So I'm really feeling that the week starts off with you feeling more anchored and more grounded, and feeling a closer sense of relationship with yourself, with your higher self, and with God, which is all three in one, right? And so really, if things come up for you, any kind of emotional, I feel like this is going to be emotional healing. And again, the number 2, balance. So that there's going to be an emotional balance here. And so we're seeing this week is really going to start off to be a very healing week. This week, it's interesting now, and I'm remembering that I've been seeing Archangel Raphael today as I always prepare to do this reading on this particular day. And so I'm really feeling a strong sense at the beginning of the week, what this is really about is healing. So now, if this healing starts on the cosmic level, then you can only imagine what kind of healing is going to happen on the physical plane in your relationships. So don't be surprised. I'm getting a sense that you may get calls from people you haven't heard from in a while, or certain things, certain relationships, old friendships, or it could be a spouse or a loved one, where all of a sudden you are getting a call from them, or some kind of reconciliation is taking place. Let me tune into this card and see what messages are coming up. Okay. So I'm getting a sense that things. Okay. So what I'm getting a sense of is that there's going to be a transition, so that some situations of friendships, or things from the past will begin to fall away as this healing comes up and comes through. So you may find yourself once again needing to take care of yourself. So with healing is a part of, when you do healing work, is you also need to relax, and you need to take time for self-care. And so they're telling me that really powerful, some huge shifts, some huge manifestations and healings are going to take place for you. And so you may feel like you're detoxing. So if you notice some symptoms in the body, this is a detox occurring for you. So take the rest. Don't take it personally. You're not going to get sick, but you just need to drink lots of water, indicated by this card, and fluids, and really take it easy. But good news, they're telling me, and they're showing me the umbrella, okay, and they're using a tree to make the shape of an umbrella. So this tells me that you're protected. It tells me that you are psychically going to be protected. So don't worry, that you're going to be vulnerable to any kind of energies during this time. For those of you who kind of go in that direction, okay, that's not what's going to happen. They just want to put your mind at ease about that, and they're just continuing to show me that you're going to be really protected. They're showing me that they are putting a fortress around you, so not to worry at all, okay? No matter what happens. Okay, let's take a look at the card for the middle of the week. And we have the Page of Earth. Okay, and so here's a message, because all the pages bring messages, right? And so here's a message, as the card says, good news about financial matters. Wanted to do something more challenging, a new area of study. I'm feeling like this is really bringing a message about finances, as they have already said. So this is kind of confirming. So I feel like the page, not only it could be a messenger, but as they say, a student. So I'm feeling like I'm hearing the word client. So maybe you may get some clients if you have been working at starting a new business. Maybe you're going to get an influx of new clients to come through. I'm getting a sense that your business just may start to pick up. This card also, I'm really drawn to this particular fairy, and as we sense their presence here, that this fairy kind of reminds me of a performer, okay, like a nightclub performer, or someone who's who's out there making a living as an artist, and is sort of their messages through their work. So it's not typically what I would associate with this card, but I just have this feeling. So if you are, performing, whether you're an artist or a vocalist or whatever it is, that if it feels like that something may come through for you, or that you are going to do really well, you're going to get more assignments. So, just keep that in mind. Let me just tune into this card and see what additional messages come up for this card. Okay. I feel like since they're showing me an umbrella again, it's telling me that your performance or your endeavors are going to go well. So this could not only be for the artist, but I'm feeling that in particular, but also for everyone else, that whatever it is that you have to do. So if you are, making a presentation, that will go successfully. Whatever it is you're doing along these lines, it's going to go well, and it's going to. They're showing me the numbers 5 and 8, so this basically you're telling me that this is going to, whatever it is that you're going to be doing in the middle of the week, it's going to create a shift in your finances. They're writing the word eggs, and they're in the word number 9, which is about life purpose. So this means to me that that things that you're going to start a renewal, a kind of rebirth, or something's going to soon hatch for you. Something's going to come out of it for you. So, like again, as we said this week, great opportunities out there for you. Okay, so let's take a look at the card for the end of the week. And we have another water card, and it's the King of Water. All right, so we have 2 court cards here. And the King of Water, so what I'm kind of getting about this card, the first thing that came to my mind is an artist and someone who has confidence and who is a more established, more mature person who is, so first of all, I'm getting that you need to trust you need to trust your heart, you need to trust your feelings. Okay, you need to go, trust your creative abilities, trust your gut feelings for the weekend. Let me just tune into this card and see if I get any additional messages from this card. Okay, so they keep bringing up this book. Okay, and so possibly this may have to do with, writing for someone, if you're a writer. And they want you, I saw the letter S and I felt like I was hearing the word sketch. So they want you to kind of maybe you've been hesitating. And although I'm talking specifically about a book, but this could be for all situations, but they want you to kind of sketch out your ideas. Okay, maybe sketch out an outline. Maybe for those of you who haven't gotten started on something, you've been thinking about it, or even if you're already along, down the road, or and you're now, you've been working at this for a while, and there's something that has popped up for you, an idea, and they want you to kind of sketch it out. What that idea, you've been toying around with it in your head, but you haven't put it down yet, so you can really see. And they're showing me like, a paper airplane. It's kind of like, you got to play with this idea. You got to give it wings. You got to, just toss it out there and see where it lands. So if you have been thinking about, if you've finished something, if you have a book, or whatever it is that you're working on, and you're wondering what the next step is, it's kind of like what they're saying, that you need to kind of toss it out there. You need to just put it out there and let it circulate and see what comes after it circulates. Give people an opportunity to respond, and that will. It's kind of like what I'm hearing is like it'll draw. This is weird to say, right? But it's kind of like it'll draw like bees to honey, right? So because you just kind of throw it out there, throw the honey out there, and it'll just attract. So like bees to honey. So so think about that as you're trying to figure out what should I do next. I just feel like some of you are looking for information about what to do next, and this is the answer that you need to actually just take this information, sketch it out, or put it out there, or your idea or the project, and see how many flies it will catch. Now that's literally what they said before. So you gotta let it see how many flies will it attract. Okay. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. So just looking at the card, trust. Okay. And this card reminds me about the heart chakra, and that the king is the master of the heart, and he feels what's right for him. And first of all, trust what it is that you're working on. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt your heart at this stage of the game. So I'm just getting a sense that that this is referring to people who are at a mature stage in their process, and that you've gotten this far because you believe in what you're doing. Now you need to go that additional step and trust your heart, and trust where it's guiding you. Trust the information, as they keep showing those books. Trust the information that's coming to you. Ask for the guidance that you need, but trust your heart because it's a compass. And now you're being asked to step into that and become the master of your heart. And by showing and demonstrating, by acting on the guidance that you're given. Okay? All right, so let's take a look at the card I already pulled from the bottom. And we have another ace card. So we have two earth cards, earth, not ace, two earth cards and two water cards. So it's this balance between, and both of these would be the receptive. So, the water and earth, as you plant seeds in the earth, and the waters also represents that intuitive. So this is that feminine energy. But it's about really being receptive. Receptive in terms of this card, the earth cards, be receptive to the opportunities that are coming to you. So this card is about, and as we said earlier, so this just confirms, because the bottom card tells me, I draw it from the bottom because it tells me what's the underlying influence of this entire reading. And I already said this, that an inflow of abundance is what they told us. So a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So this is definitely a good week to start, if you haven't already, or embrace or accept new beginnings that will lead you in new directions, that will transform your finances and give you a fresh new start, indicated by the Ace of Earth. If there's something to do with a home, a fresh new start, if you've been thinking about that. All right. And the number one, you have to stay positive. It's the beginning. So even though you may be at the end and now you're moving into the next phase, it's okay. So we're at the beginning of a new phase, and you have to remember that. So, you stay in the moment. Don't worry about all the steps ahead. Just follow the step or the guidance you were given for this moment right now. And then you'll be present with the next step when it arrives. Don't worry about decisions about what's going to happen if if you're moving to a new home. Don't worry about if something down the road is going to work out. Just trust your gut now in the moment and go with the opportunity that's being presented to you now. This may be just like reading over the contracts or going to check out homes to see if you see anything that you like. It doesn't mean you're moving right now. It means that you've been guided to search. Or if you get a new opportunity to perform or present your work, don't go into, well, I don't know what I'm going to do for this thing. Accept the opportunity, and then the next step will be, once you accept it, you'll have more clarity about what you want to do. So don't put the cart before the horse, and then kind of negate the experience or the opportunity because you sat and wasted time worrying about it. Call upon God, ask Him, pray to Him. Let's not forget that's in this week. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and I thank everyone for following and subscribing to this YouTube channel, for sharing the videos, for joining us on Facebook, and liking the Facebook page there. If you haven't been to the Facebook page, please join us there. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do, so that you can get all the updates. And enjoy reading your comments, and thank you for your kind words and your encouragement. So if you're looking for an angel reading, then you can go to my webpage, which you can find all this information in the description link below, theangelschool.com /services, where you can set up a angel reading with me, private reading. And if you can do that by phone or Skype call if you're in a different country than I am, so don't worry about that. Also check out the Divine Roadmap coaching sessions, where you can learn to expand your own guidance and learn to do angel readings, as well as work on and learn how to listen to the angels' messages and know the signs, and to be able to trust your own heart, and get a deeper connection and a level of awareness in your work. So I send you lots of love and many blessings in this week ahead, and enjoy the opportunities. Enjoy the opportunities which come in the form of changes. So bless them all. Until next week, God bless you.